Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome to King Said So, with me your host, Kagiso Hlongwane, Mr. Easy Imali Enengenenge. Guys, it's getting hot at the ANC. I don't know what is going on at the ANC, man. I'm not sure if these people are deliberately trying to kill the party. Are they deliberately trying to commit suicide? Or are they happy with scoring own goals? I don't know what is happening in the ANC. And how can you? It's election time. It's election time. It's time to focus. It's time to unite. It's time to put our differences aside. It's time to work. It's time to work. But these comrades, they are so adamant about killing the party. I'm rocking my ANC t-shirt today. Angeke. You. Angeke. Hey, bafethu. As if what Fikile Mbalula said was not enough. I don't have a problem with cadres having private conversations on WhatsApp or wherever they're having, calling each other and saying, listen, man, but what Fikile did is wrong, man. What Fikile did is wrong. We need to reprimand him. He's going to cost us. He's already cost us. But whoever is recording the audio, and leaking it to the public wants to kill the ANC dead. Fikile Mbalula put the ANC in the coffin. Now, when you are taking the coffin, you are nailing the doors shut. That is what is happening. Dikota Lekgote, an honorable member of the ANC. We don't know how honorable he is because we have seen pictures with him with an MK. But anyway, former Northwest leader of the ANC. I mean, the man is an honorable member. You can hear on the audio when he speaks. It is out of concern. It is out of pain. It is out of confusion that why is it that Fikile Mbalula has cost us this much? Did you guys hear the audio? I'm busy. I'm looking for the full length audio. You guys will get it. But let's hear what we got. What we got out of the media. What exactly Dakota said. Such a humble man who's speaking. I mean, you never hear anything about it. He's just saying what we are. This man is costing us. Listen to this, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to this. Yo.
Lesi simo okhuluma ngaso ngeke kusakwazi ukusithakatha ngisho ngabe ukuthi unomuntu ongakanani ngeke. I-science lesibhekene nayo eniyasehlula. Into eyenza ukuthi sehlule kakhulu largely two things. One, the absence of strategic thinking at leadership level, ukuhandlisha nokumanage ama-situations kanje from a tactical point of view. Secondly, i-approach engekho matured yokuresponda kuma-issues anjengala. You're convinced manje, and I don't like to talk about these things, but ngiyokhuluma kahle ngelinye ilanga in full detail. But all I can say is that in the ANC, if it's a Secretary General onjena, the worst of its kind ever in the 112-year-old liberation movement. Angeke sifike ndawo ngoba you see you can't fika ukukhuluma kuqala before kuze ukucabanga. It just can't happen that way. Just can't happen that way. In fact, it's a typical behavior of yabona ibhungu ezilele ehlala esibayeni ehlezi liginqa ubulongo nje. Angisazi nokuthi lelibizwa ngani thina singabafanyana nje sobe singaze siginqa thuvi lento. You see, you can't have umuntu on a leadership responsibility You can't have umuntu on a leadership responsibility, but then behave ngale ndlela akwazi ukubehave. It just can't. I mean, it's making it worse. I mean, let me give you some technical loopholes asewavulile manje. Uma ethi ngangihamba manga ngalento, kufanele akhiphe umuntu in the then from the then leadership.
Yeah, the ANC is scoring on goals. The ANC is scoring own goals. These are own goals. You can't debate with this. These are own goals. Bah, goal. Pala pala. Own goal. They try to recover. Fikile Mbalula comes. No, not Fikile Mbalula. What's that? Mavuso comes and said, I retire. Own goal. Just before December. Then he comes back. No, I don't retire. Then we are like, how can you still can't stick to a decision? Mavuso. Mavuso Msimang. And then we get to a point where it's January 8th statement. We are now campaigning. It's time for us to move forward. It's time for the ANC to be alive. How now umuntu manje Fikile Mbalula drops a bomb. Bah! Heaven. We lied to protect the former president and said a swimming pool is a fire pool. We were sober. The Minister of Police was sober. Here to now see how to dribble the lie. Fikile Mbalula. As if that's not enough, he releases a strings of tweets that we don't care about. We don't care about because we don't know who's writing these things. But then now, he goes to Unfiltered with Caesar Mpofu Welsh. And then he goes there. Before he goes there, Gwede Mantashe comes out and said, this boy really he has cost us. He was excited. I just dropped the video. You guys just saw it. He was excited. He said things that he was not supposed to say. He's not matured as a politician. He has not yet matured into the Secretary General, of which we have said that this is the worst Secretary General of the ANC in the history of ever. 112 years, Fikile Mbalula is the worst. Well, Fikile Mbalula, you keep them in small portfolios, man. You don't give them such responsibilities. We said it. Gwede Mantashe kills him. He goes to Unfiltered, doing an interview there. You can see it is without consulting the other comrades because of what he is saying there. Fikile Mbalula's head is big like this. You guys said I must call him Usista Mbalula. Because Usista Mbalula. Yo. Let's listen to what he said at Unfiltered, and then I'll come back with my final commentary.
To set the tone, of course, there have been many headlines about your statements around the Nkandla matter and President Zuma. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you and welcome back. And I wonder how you respond to those comments from your chairperson.
Thank you very much, Sizwe, and all the listeners of Unfiltered, and thank you for having us for the second time. We're coming to you live and direct from Bombela, where we will be hosting. Bombela will be hosting 112 celebrations of the ANC. I am not going to respond to the national chair because we've got we have established a way of doing things. Which is not to talk to each other via the media. I am prepared to respond to whatever I said that have raised an alarm, both positive and negative, which is to be expected, about my address on Sunday in Mchindi. The national chair, we have protocols. I've been trying to get hold of him the whole day, but I understand we're in the field and I couldn't get hold of him. We've got protocols. We don't talk past each other. We don't talk in the media. We don't promote public spares. I'm available. I'm around. I'm open to counsel from elders and everyone. to give me guidance. I'm not allergic to any criticism. So I am not, in respect of those protocols, going to be the first to break them. The national chair could have raised the issues with me if he's got concerns about what I said. But nonetheless, I can get into the issues that I raised in relation to Nkandla
Before we get
and
there,
the matters that I raised and the context to it.
absolutely, and we will delve into that. Before we get there, can I just ask, do you think that the chairperson, Mr. Mantashe, was wrong to go out in the media and criticize you and should have followed internal protocols in the same way that you aren't criticizing him publicly? Because he clearly did go to the media and cast aspersions over your leadership.
Yes, he did, which he's not supposed to. So I will leave it there. He's not supposed to do what he did. I will not respond to the national chair in the media. I sit with him every Monday. He was a Secretary General himself. He did not have a smooth sailing Secretary General term. So he knows what Secretary Generals are expected, and the office of the Secretary General, what is expected of it. So I leave it there, Sizwe, because me and him, we meet every day. We are together here in Bombela. So I will engage with him with regard to those remarks, and at the same time, remind him about the protocols of the organization. There is no supreme leader in the ANC who is allowed to do as they wish and break protocols as and when it suits them. If the Secretary General has overstepped or done something that is wrong, he himself, the Secretary General, is not a demigod. He can be called to order, he can be guided, and that is what we follow. So I'm available, and I'm not going to respond to my national chairperson of the ANC through the media. And if he himself had views that he has shared with everyone else in public about me and casting aspersions on my character and leadership, he knows he should have done that to me. So I will leave it there, Sizwe.
Let's come on.
Fikile Mbalula, you have killed our party. We bulalile ANC. Danki siyabonga. Danki siyabonga. And you continue to open your mouth. And the comrades bakuyeka ukhulume because you are on Cyril Ramaphosa's side. He's not calling you to order. If I was the president of the ANC and I hear Fikile Mbalula speaking, like, I'll call him. I'll call him and say, listen, I don't want to hear your voice in the media anymore. The ANC has got a spokesperson. The spokesperson will take all the media responsibilities from now on. Sit and rest. You have done enough damage. Because we are all out here trying to defend the undefendable. The man does not think. Ulukota said, you can't speak before thinking. Oh, that's a punchline. If you know hip-hop, that's a punchline. You can't be in politics and want to speak before thinking. You're doing it vice versa. Fikile Mbalula says he does not want to respond to Gwede Mantashe via the media. And it is stupid that he's saying that, because then he responds. He says he's been trying to get a hold of Gwede Mantashe the whole day. So he mean, when you say the whole day, you mean you called more than once. And I hate it when people call more than once. If it's an emergency, send a message. Because if I'm not with my phone, it doesn't matter if you call it 300 times. I'm not going to answer it. I'm not with my phone. But once I get to my phone and I see 2 missed call or 1 missed call, I open and then you send a message, come pick me up or whatever, or don't forget whatever. Send a message. Can you WhatsApp by Yenzeleni? Now you are calling Gwede Mantashe like this up and down the whole day. And when you say the whole day, you don't realize you make it seem as if there is no communication line, clear communication line between the cadres. That is what you are saying. You are saying we are not communicating. But then you turn around and say, no, we see each other every day. No, you don't see each other every day. We know there are divisions in the ANC. And some other ANC leaders, they cannot sit there and allow Fikile Mbalula to have his way. I get the ANC Youth League has endorsed him as the next president. This is our next president. Ngingafa. Yo, ngingafa. Yo. I will leave now. I don't know where I'll go. I'll go to Zimbabwe. Go to Zimbabwe and go and try and build the country there. Fikile Mbalula, the president, I'm gone. Let ANC deal with Fikile Mbalula. For politics' sake. I don't want to say for God's sake. He says he's open to criticism. Clearly he's not. Because what Gwede Mantashe said was spot on. It was spot on. I don't need to remind you guys. Go and watch my previous video, the video before this one. I uploaded it 1 o'clock or 12 o'clock or something like that. He says Gwede Mantashe was wrong to go to the media. And then he attacks Gwede Mantashe. Because what? In his heart, Fikile Mbalula does not have a forgiving heart. But he does not have the political brain to utter sentences in a proper way like a politician. You know when they say being politically correct? Being politically correct means saying something but not saying anything. You understand? You're politically correct. You stood on the fence. You stood on the fence. He then says Fikile Mbalula did not have a smooth sail as an SG. Sorry. He said Gwede Mantashe did not have a smooth sail as an SG. He was not perfect. That is what Fikile Mbalula is saying. The man is prideful. We're not talking about Gwede Mantashe's run as the SG. We're speaking about what you said, saying that we lied. Ubukoki. Huh? Ubukoki. About the swimming pool and said it's a fire pool. You lied. The people are talking. This thing is trending everywhere. You're killing the party. Red, green. I mean black, green, and yellow. I was thinking of the Pan-Africanist flag. That is what you did. Fikile Mbalula. Shut your mouth. Valumlomo, Fikile. Sesifikile. Sister Fikile, valumlomo wako. Uzomosha kuya phambili. We don't want to hear your voice anymore. You have done enough damage. You have done enough damage. How? He says there is no leader that is supreme in the ANC. Yeah. And that applies to you also, man. Yeah, don't point other people. Because they are reprimanding you now. You saying there's no leader in the ANC. You think you are supreme in the ANC because the Youth League has endorsed you to say, no, this is our next president. Bayanya, abokolen Malachi. Drunk, but tagiwe. They think we don't know politics. We are watching. We as the public are watching. The ANC will be punished on the ballot box. It will be punished. The voters are watching what is happening. And I'm telling you, if they continue to fight like this, even the January 8th statement is not going to have any impact because we know it will be a cut and paste of the last 2 years. It will be a cut and paste. They'll speak about ESCOM. They'll tell us, no, we're going to stop load shedding. We can't believe that. Because load shedding, someone is switching this shit off and on, man. How did we not have load shedding in December? Chiki January, we're having load shedding again. What is going on? December, we spill. How is it that Brian Molefe, Jacob Zuma, the Guptas are corrupt at ESCOM, eating their money, but there was electricity. Immediately you bring Cyril Ramaphosa, Andre the Raider, then the next thing, this rubbish, what is it? Pravin Gordhan. Then all of a sudden, there's load shedding. All of a sudden, ESCOM does not work. All of a sudden, Mutupi is broken down. This one is broken down. You don't know what's going on. Because of leaders like this, like Fikile Mbalula. Fikile Mbalula, you have cost the ANC 10% of the votes. Tempe abantu abanengqondo ngithi ngikhuluma ngama half a brain izinto ezinengqondo they can't vote ANC. I'm sorry. Maunengqondo. I know we've got loyalists. I told you guys I'm in a ANC family. My family. Luckily they're not on YouTube. Bazongibulala. My sister gave me this t-shirt. Sister is well connected. And I love this t-shirt. I love the fabric. I love everything. But not on the ballot paper. Not on the ballot paper. No. You guys tell me. What do you think about the audio? What do you think about what Fikile said at Unfiltered? What do you think about the future? And is it possible that we are talking about ANC that is going to fall below 40% and not only 50%? Is it possible that we'll see a 30-something point something of the ANC this year? The elections is gonna drive me crazy. Let me edit this thing and send it to you guys. If you haven't already, please click the subscribe button. Share this video on social media, please. And make sure that you spread the word. Let's spread the word. Fikile Costa. The audio. You had the audio. I'll get you the full one. I'll send my message to some comrades with our buffet. Send me the full audio. How Naming be connected. Can't hear much. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. It's your boy King 053, Mr. Easy Imale. Until we meet next time, don't forget to pray. And after you pray, stand up, African child. Do your best so that God can do the rest. I salute you. Peace in Pan-Africanism.